guys, it's your boy Racy Boy back with another video. What is good? Okay guys, so Cody's back. Guys, I'm having literally protein for breakfast this morning because I don't know what's going on. I got a pajamas today, guys, so I'm trying to get my little microphone to go onto my shirt. A lot of people want me to do SMR or whatever it's called. I don't even know what the crap it's called, but I don't know if I will do it. I don't like the sound of it. Ugh, it makes me want to throw up. Okay, so there's a little spicy mayonnaise. You guys get the first bite. First bite. Let's say grace first. Dear God, bless their food, bless this time. Pray that everyone's safe. Pray that you help me to use my talent and stuff for good. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, here we go. Beauty. Oh, I can't say that. Reese bite. It's spicy. Oh my. Okay, so we're having some ham and cottage cheese. And in here we have blueberry Crystal Light, you know, what your boy do. So I invented this actually yesterday because I was so hungry yesterday after I went for my walk. What you do is put the cottage cheese and the little piece of meat, and then you wrap it. You can add a little bit of salt, just a little bit, not too much, because I'm really not supposed to. Well, I mean, I can have salt, but you gotta watch your salt. And then you kind of roll it up like a tortilla, and then eat it. Guys, I really need to work on my arms. Look at that. I have a lot of fat on my arms, a lot. But so guys, I hope everyone's okay now that they're starting to open up parts of the United States. I don't think it's safe, but it's okay, I guess. So, happy Monday, guys. Hope all you guys are safe, doing good. Thank you to Nisha's World, who was saying that she's been trying forever to get Justin Bieber to follow her on Twitter. Really, I haven't been trying at all. Like, I don't even know why he chose me. I'm thankful, 100% thankful. Honestly, guys, I wasn't doing anything special. I just made that account, actually.
Yeah, I mean,
so it's like really cool that he followed me. I was like, what the heck? But I don't know if it was that he was following, like, I don't know, whatever new, like maybe like 10 new new followers, he was gonna follow them back. Like, I know he does some follow sprees and stuff, but like I didn't know like if that was what it was. But your boy's trying over here, guys. Like, I want this so bad. Like, I want to be on the grind. Like, I really, because I look at these people literally that are younger than me, okay? Like, way younger than me. Like, some of them could be my kids, how young they are and how big they are, like how famous they are, and how like okay, this is what I don't like and this is what I don't understand, but I understand it to a point too. I look at it different ways. Guys, remember the kid from Home Alone, Macaulay Culkin, I think his name is? He basically supported his family. So did the Olsen twins. A lot of the kids in the 90s that were actors supported their parents because their parents would be like their honor manager or would manage them or whatever. And some of them would steal their money. Some of them would really put their money aside for them that they have in a rainy day. But a lot of them, their parents stole their money. But a lot of them were taking care of their parents because their parents were, were working like as like a waitress or a trash person, or not that there's anything wrong with that, but they weren't doing like a lot of them were poor growing up, and then someone saw them, they got famous, then they started making millions and millions of dollars, and the parents were like, oh, okay, let me manage you. Some parents wouldn't manage them. Some parents would be like more of like the talent side, but then they would have a manager. And then some parents would manage them and take the money. Some parents would just sit back and allow their child to do what they want to do, follow their dream, and just be there to be that ear or that person to listen to, and help guide them the right way. Say, is that a good deal? Is that not a good deal? But a lot of parents in the 90s were taking advantage of their children, were selling their children, were making their children do stuff, were making deals that their children didn't even want to do, putting them in movies, putting them on TV shows, but they might not even want to do, just to put money in their pocket. And then, so with his situation, his mom and his dad, Macaulay Culkin, his mom and his dad, you guys could Google this actually. I know this is facts. I didn't make this up. This is facts. They stole all his money. So when he reached the age of like 18, he was completely broke. They did the same thing to Aaron Carter. Aaron Carter's parents did the same thing to him. Stole all his money. And then he went into drugs and alcohol and all that stuff. And that's why you see him basically being a train wreck too. But then you have a situation with some of these new pop stars that are coming up and these new singers that their parents are their managers, or their parents are all really involved in their whole stuff. And some of them are good, some of them are bad. Some of them take the money, some of them don't take the money. So it's like you really have to know. Like in my situation, like if I would have been a child star, like if I would have started when I was like super, super young, like 5 or 6 or 7 years old, doing like commercials and whatever, and then got my own TV show. Honestly, if I went far back, I probably would have been on those shows like Brandy. Like I would have done a lot of Disney shows. I probably would have done a lot of like Moesha. I don't know if you guys know the shows I'm saying, but like Moesha, the Parker, I would have been on probably like Martin, like all these shows from the 90s. Live in Color. You guys probably don't know all these shows because a lot of you kids weren't born in the 90s, but the people who were born in the 90s, they know what I'm talking about. But I would have been working from all that time, and I probably would have hired someone else outside of my family because I would have not wanted any tension or any issues in my family. Because, yeah, that's a different topic for a different situation. But, yeah, so I would have definitely like probably hired someone outside of my family to be my manager. My finger has a cut on it. I probably would have, but God didn't want that pass for me yet. So now that I'm like in my 30s and I've been through a lot, guys, a lot. You guys don't even know half of what I've been through because I don't know if you're allowed to share it on Instagram. I mean, on YouTube. I guess I could sell it. Technically I probably could share it on Instagram because I've heard people talk about it on Instagram or TikTok. But I want to use my biggest platform, and TikTok really is my biggest platform. But you guys have to, I don't know, I just want to be open with you guys. Like I really, really, really want to be open with you guys. But at the same time, like I tried to actually shoot a video when I first started my YouTube channel. And it was about stuff that happened to me when I was a child. And it was very deep, and it wasn't dark, but it was really like eye-opening for people who have dealt with a lot of different type of abuse in their life. And I had to take it down because a certain person was like, oh, well, why'd you mention me? And da-da-da-da-da. And so I took it down because I didn't want any problems. But honestly, I wish I would have left it up. I really do. Now that I'm where I am, because at that time I only had like 7 subscribers. I wasn't even big then when I put up the video. And I thought that that video was going to inspire people and help people to know that their life is not over after something dramatic happens in their life. You actually get stronger, you know. So I put that video up there for that reason. I did not put that video up there to attack that person or hurt that person. But that person was like, you need to take it down because I don't want that out there, blah, 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 blah. But I was like, I have a right. It's called freedom of speech. I can say what I want to say, you know. But I took it down out of respect because that person asked me to. Did that person keep their side of the bargain? No. They lied straight to my face. So, and I don't even know where that video is to put it back up. So, yeah. But I'm going to use something that someone said that I was watching last night. YouTubers and social media influencers, okay? And I'm not considered one yet, even though that website said I was. You only get to see a partial of their life. You only get to see a little snippet of their life, like 1 hour, 30 minutes, whatever. You don't know what they're going through in their personal life. You don't know what they're dealing with. You don't know what's happening. You don't know who's hurting them. You don't know who's bullying them. You don't know what's happening. So when you see them acting out on social media, you see them drinking, you see them smoking, whatever you see them doing, going from girl to girl, whatever. Stop and think, especially for you young guys. Stop and think. There's something drastic happen that changed them. Like, especially if you see them good, and then they drop down. Then you have to realize something happened. Something happened in that little time that they were so like perfect, if you want to consider them perfect. Something dramatic happened, something tragic happened, someone died, you don't know what it was, that then you watch them fall apart. So it's like a lot of these social media influencers that disappear and then they come back and you're like, what the heck, why were you gone for so long? And they are not ready to share it. Then you have to understand. And the people that I'm really proud of that have shared their journey and have shared their stuff, it's like Cameron Dallas with his whole thing, how he disappeared for so long, went to rehab, got help, came out of it, wants to help other people dealing with alcohol addiction and all the other addictions that he was dealing with. Really go check out his channel, guys. I know, like, I plug people that don't even know who I am, but I really plug people that I believe in, and I believe in his story. And even like the Dalton twins with their father dying of cancer and how they were able to document the whole thing in a series was so opening and showing how much they love their father. And that, like, I literally cried watching the whole thing. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, like, it just the bond that they had was like what I wish I had, because I really don't have that with my own dad. But like, it made me want that type of bond with my own kids one day, that my kids would really, like, if something happened to me, do something like that to honor me. Like, that just touches my heart. Like, oh my gosh, like, I don't know, I was just felt like I felt sorry for them. Like, I think they were like, what, 18 or something when he died, like, because he died I think last year. Like, that's hard to lose your father at 18. You're not even a man technically yet. I mean, in the world, yeah, you are when you turn 18, but like in your mind and heart, you're still not a man yet. And now you got to go through life without your dad and not be able to like introduce him to your wife, to your kids. Like, that's hard. Have him be there when you get married, you know. That's, see, I don't even want to talk about it because I get emotional. But like, I don't know, I just feel like and I was listening to this YouTuber, and I'm not going to say their name because you probably already know who the person is, but I don't want to be where I have to lie to you guys and then you guys find out stuff later and you're like, well, why didn't he say that? Like, ever since I started YouTube 2 years ago, even when I was fat, as big as I was, okay, took up this whole screen, was overweight, still am overweight, but I was overweight, but I'm 200 pounds lighter, so I can definitely say that I'm a different person. But, and mentally and physically, I'm a different person. But I want to be real. I don't want to be a fake YouTuber. I don't want to be someone who fakes and puts on stuff for the camera. Like, I don't want to be that. And it's so cool to sit back and watch these big YouTubers who are like faking a lot for camera, wanting clout so bad. If it takes me the next 20 years just to get as big as I want to be, that's fine, you know. But It's just, it's, to me, it's kind of sad because it's like, you take people that are trying to be real YouTubers, but you guys prefer the fake YouTubers. You prefer the people who put out stuff that is nothing but garbage sometimes. I'm not crapping on them. I don't want people to come for me. But in the beginning, they were putting out good content. But then after that, it was about money, 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 money. And then you have these children watching you who think that life is all about money and different women that you're with and fancy cars and fancy houses. Then you put that wrong thing out there, and that's what people want to believe, and it's like, that's not life. Life is hard. Life has difficulties. Now even these famous people have problems. So it's like, you can't, it's like, why lie to people? But again, that's their channel, that's what they want to do, and I'm not judging them. I'm just telling you what I don't want to do, what I don't want my channel to be like. And if I lose fans for this and I lose people for this, that's fine. I'm being honest, okay? But it took me 30 years to go through stuff, to understand what I want in my life and who I want to be in my life, and what I don't want to allow other people to tell me what to do, or try to control me, or try to tell me where to go, or who to be with, or who to love, or who to like if I get to the place where I want to be, and I don't know why I keep saying it, I will get to the place I want to be. I'm not going to let, I was looking for my tissue. I'm not going to let anybody tell me what to do unless God tells me to do something or the law tells me to do something. That's the only two people that I'll listen to. Even family members are not going to tell me how to live my life, or how, because I've been controlled for so long, guys. You don't understand. When you have a disability, people want to tell you what to do, who to wear, what to do, where to go, who's the right person. And when you have controlling people in your life, I'm not going to use names because I don't want people to come for me. You have your mind is, you're like this. You're like, oh my God, what's going on? What's going on? So then you start thinking that you're slow and you're dumb and you'll never amount to anything. And it's like, you have to go backwards and be like, no, wait. So that's what Jama was for. That's why Jama came into my life. And oh, plug, guys, I got to plug Jama. Subscribe to her channel, guys, Jama TV. Let's get her to 1K, guys, so she can go live and y'all can talk to her. And she's going to the Philippines in July. So hurry up, guys. We got like 2 months to get her live, guy, or get her to 1K, guys, because I want you guys to see her video. She's going to show us around the Philippines. She's going to show us her house she's having built. You guys will love it. But getting back to what I was saying, Jama came in a time when I needed her, and I've said this before hundreds of times. I was in a bad relationship. I was being abused mentally and physically, and I was done with life. I didn't even care anymore. And then God just like sent me this angel. It was like, boom. And then it was like, I was like, ooh, I don't know if I should trust her. I don't know. And I told her, and I've said this in a video before. I said that to her. I said, I don't know if I can trust you, because everyone who comes into my life always leaves, and I did nothing wrong. And I'm like, can I trust you? And she's like, well, just let's see. Let's wait, see what happens. And I was like, nah, I ain't playing that game. Are you in? Are you out? And she's like, why? I would only leave if you told me to leave. And I was like, all right, cool. But I've heard that before, because my ex said the same thing, and my ex best friend said the same thing. So I was like, okay, we'll see what happens. And she stayed for 7 years, guys. This October makes 7 years that we've known each other. One of the longest, not longest, but like one of the real, I've had a lot, because even with my best friend John, I've had a real friendship there for longer than almost 14 years, because I've known him since we moved here, and we've been in Florida for 14 years. So John's relationship with me, our friendship is a lot longer, but we've had issues because of girls, and me and Jama have had no issues because there's no one that's came in the middle, because we won't allow anyone. So it's like, when I'm in a relationship and a friendship with somebody, I fight hard, and I'm a jealous friend. And when I'm yours, I'm yours. When you're mine, you're mine. I don't care what anyone says. I fight for you. I'll die for you. I'll do whatever I got to do. I'll protect you. But I feel like it's got to be back and forth. And so with John and Lily, and with Jama and Darrell, it's both ways. It's not just one way. And then my ex-girlfriend, it was one way. I was fighting so hard for her, but she wasn't fighting for me. She used me. And I was that way with her brother. Her brother was my best friend, Victor, and he just like fell off the wagon. And like, we would be doing this YouTube channel together. We're both funny. But I don't know, it's like he has to get his life back together before we could start hanging out. I just won't put myself in that situation. And then like her brother Felix, like I'm still close with him. I'm still close with her aunt. I'm still close with her mom, her grandparents, and her son. But it's like just her. It's just like there's so much hurt there, and it's like I still love her, but there's hurt there. If you hear kids, that's my nieces and nephews. They're here, nephew and niece. But I'll have to do a part 2 to this, guys, because I know I've been rambling, but I'll have to do a part 2. But I love you guys so much. Love you guys so much for watching. I'll see y'all later. Make sure to like and subscribe. Turn on my notification bell and go subscribe to Jama TV. And I'll see y'all later. Peace.